My brothers and sisters, the point of this khutbah wasn't for me to come up here and yell at a bunch of parents to tell them how to do their job. I'm not a parent, I'm not married, I have no experience in this, but the reason why I chose to speak about this topic is because I've seen so many scenarios where, wallah, it makes me sad. It makes me sad when I meet friends who don't know how to pray and they're sometimes my age, a little bit younger or a little bit older. It makes me sad when I have friends who are discouraged from going to the masjid. They don't want to go to the masjid because their hearts are not attached. It makes me sad when I meet friends who want to drop out of high school. They don't care about their education anymore. When they have low goals in life. And we have to change this as an ummah. And it starts with us. It starts with the parents. Raise your children in the best way you can. I know the parents in this community will do anything for their children. And proof of that is the Islamic school. Our community came together, we put $23 million together to build an Islamic school just so that our youth will have an Islamic education. And I challenge anyone right now to go walk around the Islamic school, walk through the hallways, walk into the classrooms. I guarantee somewhere in that school, you're going to find a poster that says, "Youth of today, leaders of tomorrow." When it comes to being the youth, we have no choice. You can't skip being a youth, that just happens. When it comes to being a leader, that's all up to the parents. It's all up to how they're raised. It's up to you whether or not your son or your daughter is going to be a leader tomorrow. And don't think it's just enough to put your son or your daughter in Islamic school and that's it. Do nothing else. Put your son or daughter in Islamic school. Put them in a halaqah. Put them in the Quran Academy. Do all that. That's all amazing. It's the best thing you can do for your son or your daughter. But remember that you still have a job at home. This job never stops. Once they come back from school, they have to be taught at home as well. And taught by example. That's the best way to teach your son or your daughter. If you want your son to be praying 5 times a day, then you better be praying 5 times a day. If you want your son to be, or your daughter to be generous and give charity, then you should be generous and you should be giving charity. If you want your daughter to be wearing the hijab or dressing modestly, then you as a mother should be wearing the hijab and dressing modestly. Lead by example. Teach your son and your daughter through your actions, and wallah, that's the best way you can ever teach them. I want to conclude this khutbah really quickly, but I just want to say that by doing this, by fulfilling the rights of your children, not only will you be saving your children in the afterlife, but you'll also be saving yourself. As Allah Azza wa Jal says, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا قُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ وَأَهْلِيكُمْ نَارًا وَقُودُهَا النَّاسُ وَالْحِجَارَةُ. O you who believe, save yourself and your families from the torment of the hellfire, which is fueled by people and rocks. And the last thing I want to say in this khutbah is what I started with. أَلَا كُلُّكُمْ رَاعٍ وَكُلُّكُمْ مَسْئُولٌ عَنْ رَعِيَّتِهِ. Indeed, every single one of you is a shepherd, and every single one of you is responsible for his or her own flock. And I ask Allah Azza wa Jal to strengthen this ummah through our youth, and to generate leaders in our youth, and to make our youth leaders in education, and to make our youth leaders in da'wah. اللهم آت نفوسنا تقواها وزكها أنت خير من زكاها أنت وليها ومولاها يا رب العالمين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد في الأولين وصل على سيدنا محمد في الآخرين وصل على سيدنا محمد في الملأ الأعلى إلى يوم الدين. آمين آمين. قوموا إلى صلاتكم يرحمكم الله.